All right, a lot of people get up at 7 o'clock, so I want to give you this information. This happened about 7 o'clock last night. One person was killed and 13 others were injured after they were struck by lightning. This is in Ocean County, New Jersey.
And this happened at an outdoor archery range. And just the fact that someone died and that there were young boys who were out there.
Yeah, they were Boy Scouts, guys. I mean, it's about as random thing as you could possibly imagine. Is a lightning bolt reaching down out of the New Jersey sky, blasting a tree and electrifying everything around it. But that's exactly what happened last night here in Jackson. And there's a man dead, more than a dozen people hurt because of it. It happened just after 7 o'clock, Mike, Alex, here at the Black Knight Bowbenders Field Archery Club. As an area Boy Scout troop was taking practice, Jackson police are identifying 61-year-old Robert Montgomery as Cinnaminson as the man who was killed. 14 others were hit, many of them children who were taken to area hospitals and are recovering from burns and other such injuries. An archery club spokesman shared details.
Shooting, it was a nice little breeze, and normally you would hear thunder. There was no thunder. There was no clap. There was no thunder before. There was no thunder after. There was no rain before. There was no rain after. There was nothing. I was maybe 20 feet away when it struck, but it was the loudest thing I've ever heard in my life. And then you can hear things coming out of the trees, and obviously didn't panic. You know, parents screaming, kids on the ground. You know, it was scary. But all the kids were able to get up. They were ambulatory. They could walk. They sat down on benches. Their parents were hugging them and kissing them.
Yeah, it's just crazy, guys. And it wasn't certainly long before New Jersey Governor Phil Murphy heard about the incident. He tweeted out a summary of what had happened, called it a tragedy for sure, and wished prayers on all of the families involved. Now, Mike, Alex, according to the National Weather Service, I went through some of this before, the odds of getting struck by lightning over the course of your lifetime, if you live 80 years, is something like 15,300, which seems actually like really good odds for having it happen for something so random. But again, that is over the course of 80 years. National Weather Service did issue a severe thunderstorm warning 15 minutes before this happened, even though witnesses said it's clear skies and they heard no thunder. Listen to those warnings when they come in on your cell phone, guys. They're not sending them out for nothing. Mike, Alex?
That's for sure.
And it's supposed to be rare, but recently we've been reporting on a number of lightning strikes.
Yeah, all over the country. In fact, I'm sure you remember this from, what, 9-10 days ago? Man died after being struck by lightning. Also in the state of New Jersey, there he is, 28 years old, Simon John Mariani from Franklin Lakes, struck while playing on the 15th hole at a golf course last, a week ago Tuesday. So his dad provided mouth-to-mouth resuscitation on the golf course there, and other golfers gave him CPR while they waited for authorities to arrive, but he was taken to a local hospital where he did die of his injuries. He's survived by his parents, and he has 2 sisters.
And then our coworker Candy, her house got struck by lightning
this week.
Caused a fire inside of her home.
That's right.
And luckily, she was able to, call authorities and get it. But we are seeing instances of this.